Famcast Media Podcast Network.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. I'm all out of bubblegum.
And welcome to From the Dungeon Podcast. I'm your host, Dee Rotten, along with Mark. Hey, Bernardo, what's going on, Mark? You being the place to be?
Same old, same old.
Same old thing, different chicken wing?
Yeah, nothing I can think of right now.
There we go. We got that music up there. Oh, man. Yeah, no, I'm just coming from the fucking dough.
I see a freeze warning on my computer here. It's like it's cold still, bro. That's crazy, right?
Bro, I know exactly what your girlfriend was talking about, bro, when you were saying, yo, she couldn't move and the bagging isn't. Bro, I don't wish that back attack on nobody, bro.
And now you're halfway there because now you know what it is.
Yeah.
Next step. In a couple months, you won't be complaining.
Oh, this guy.
Scrib, what up?
Chilling, kid,
New
chilling.
track out. I saw a new track and I listened to it yet.
It's scary. It looks scary. It looks scary.
Right.
Yo, let me give a shout out though, man. We'll talk about well, a lot of stuff has happened this week and stuff like that, man. I want to give a shout out to we just lost a great club promoter, a great podcaster, Kevin Castle. Kevin Scandato, aka Kevin Castle. You know, just want to give him a shout out, man. Homie passed away yesterday. You know, so great dude, man. Loved listening to the Don Tony and Kevin Castle show he was on. Wrestling Soup.
Yeah, he was young too.
Yeah, dude, 56, man. 56 years old, bro. That fucking sucks, man. I was just listening to him last week and shit, and he was all chipper, like they were getting ready to do some crazier shit this week with the WrestleMania predictions and shit. You know, and then this shit fucking happens, man. But man, God rest his soul, man. Dude was great. He was he saved a lot of cats. He was one of those like doing those cat colony things. Saved cats and shit, man.
That's awesome.
Good dude, man. Rest in peace, Kevin Scandato, aka Kevin Castle, bro. And also too, you had Ingvar Malmsteen, bro. Suffered a mild heart attack.
I didn't know that.
Suffered a mild heart attack, dude. Let me see.
That sucks. I don't think he's on tour or nothing.
I don't know, man.
No, I think he's kind of like off tour right now. He's not. Well, he's still active. He just played not too long ago. That sucks, dude.
I can't, but yeah, man, a lot of shit, man. You got Clem Burke. Is it Clem? Clem Burke, bro. Rest in peace, man.
Burke, Blondie drummer.
Jesus Christ.
He was good.
And they kept that under wraps, man.
Yeah, well, it's like we didn't know Sykes had cancer. And he just died. When he died, you don't even know about it. It's weird, right?
Exactly. Or the one they always keep people in the loop about is the one from the dude from fucking God damn it.
No, the worst. Val Kilmer just died. That was heavy, bro. I mean, he had that throat thing and all, but
Def Leppard, the guitar player from Def Leppard, bro. They're keeping everybody in the loop on that dude.
Oh,
Vivian Campbell.
He been had cancer.
That's what I'm saying, but they keep everybody in the loop of what's going on with him, bro.
Yeah, we know. Right.
You know, nobody's keeping his shit secret, bro. You knew since day one what was going on.
There's a little more out there. Like Def Leppard is like always on a summer tour, so I gotta let people know what's going on.
True that, man.
A lot of my friends went and saw Night Ranger this week. I saw a lot of people posting videos.
Night Ranger?
Yeah, sounded pretty good. Looked pretty good. And then they do a couple of damn Yankee tunes because dude's in that band.
Oh, two of them. That's right.
Well, no, I think one dude.
That was two of them.
No, Tommy Shaw. Jack Blades playing bass for fucking Styx. I mean, I mean, just no, just.
I was gonna say I didn't even know Sticks was still around.
No, it's just a dude. I don't think anybody else is that. Jack Blades. I mean,
I don't know, man. It's just been fucked up, man. Well, the whole thing with my back too. They saw it was like a slip disc or some shit. I don't know, like one of them is touching the other or some shit. I don't know, man. I'm just like, bro. They're like, oh yeah, that's a forever thing.
yeah, no, you got to be careful for the rest of your life for whatever you do.
Yeah.
I know somebody that elected to have the surgery, and that they're no better. They just got to be careful for the rest of their life.
Even with a surgery?
Yeah.
What's the point? What was the point?
And then Jackie, like, fucking, she's good. Maybe she's in a little pain, but I mean, since whatever she did, and
Nah.
yeah, it was like you. Like she laid around for a month in pain, and then when things started rolling,
Bro, it was my shit was going, and it's weird because it's the lower back that's fucked up, but my shit was going from the middle of the back to the right side of the back, like back and forth.
You don't know if the fucking way you're sitting in your car is funny. You don't know if the fucking way you're sleeping. You got like,
bro, I'm telling you, dude, all I did, Mark, was wake up and get up out the bed and move, and I was like, oh, that felt weird. And then the whole time work.
You got to watch, like when you sit down and take a poop, that motion right there you could die, like going down. You're like, oh, right there is where that usually happens to people.
The motion in the ocean, kid.
Going down on a certain weird angle where you're like, it's like last month ago when I had that thing on my shoulder, it just came on. I was like laying down and I went, fuck, you knew it. Something grabbed in your shoulder and got under there. And you're like, damn, like you feel like whipping yourself back into a wall or like trying to like reverse the charges, like knock with some air or some gas, like do something. It takes 2 weeks sometimes, bro.
This thing is still bothering me on my right side, man.
When it gets nicer, it'll be a little bit better for you. Like I think the sun, get some more sun and feel like the more heat in your body, and the cool and the achiness go together to make you feel like shit.
I don't know what the hell's going on, man. I'm like, yo, what the hell? What's Scribble over here? Rip rapping about? Did you ask your wife if she ever? Nah, I didn't have a chance to, bro. I didn't have a chance to, man. I think it's like some kind of food we were talking about the other day. And I was like, they got all the best stuff out there, bro. This dude's mentioning off like 20 different ice creams and shit or something, bro.
Where?
Scribble in California, bro. He's mentioning like 20 something different ice creams or some shit,
fucking
man.
Hot out every day there. They better have fucking 20 different ice creams.
It's like they got like 20 flavors for each day.
Bro, they sell Reeds at place that fucking sell ice cream here, dude. Fucking in a certain time, September, October, right?
Oh, there's one over here by my house.
Everyone becomes a wreath. They sell fucking Christmas wreaths, Easter wreaths.
No. I thought you said a Rita's. I was like, yeah, there's a Rita's ice cream parlor.
Like all those ice cream places sell wreaths. Magic Fountain sells wreaths, Christmas trees. And they shut down for the season. Bro, you could hold whatever you want in that parking lot. Fucking mass. You could be the next Jim Jones going, everybody come to the Magic Fountain parking lot. All sit down as I preach the word. Now, if you all just have a sip of this juice.
Nah. What the fuck, man? I was going to fucking say something. My mind's blank, bro. My mind is fucking blank. Let's see here.
Baseball season's off and running.
Yeah, who's rocking? Who's rocking?
The Mets actually won.
The Mets?
6 in a row.
Think they're going to win the World Series?
Nah, I don't know about that. I'm just saying, they come out look good. They get there. The manager's good. They have a good manager. Keeps saying shitty pitching, but they win.
What was this controversy with the Yankee bats?
Oh, they have them new bats made that instead of it being the way they are, rolling out heavy all the way to the end.
Yeah.
You know how a bat gets fatter?
Yeah.
They took the meat of that bat and just moved it somewhere else. So instead of me having it fat all the way up, they distributed some of the weight back towards the middle.
So wait.
And it's legal. It's something that's like legal able to be done.
But how did they only get this bat? All these people saying that the Yankees are cheat and they got some new kind of bats.
Anybody.
So nobody else got them?
In my fantasy baseball league, now if you have one of them bats,
yeah,
fucking dude's marked with it on hitting the fucking thing on my app. I'm like, oh shit, last week I didn't know what it was. I thought it was he's up.
All right.
He's up now. No, and I looked, it said this is for the person that's using those fucking bats, so torpedo bats. I was like, that's great.
Wait, but are they legal?
Yeah.
So why are the Yankees the only one with them?
I don't know if the Yankees are the only one with them. There's other players in the league with them. There was like 3 Yankees with them.
I thought it was
they hit 9 home runs on opening day or the second day of the season. They hit 9. Judge hit 3 in one game, and they hit 9 total.
Wait, you think it's because of the bat?
I don't know, but Judge don't use that bat. Some other dudes do, but I don't know. And if the weight's distributed somewhere else and it's legal, who cares if the fucking thing's up here or down here? I mean, you could make 9 of them bats, right?
Wait,
you got the bat heavy, down low.
Do you think they're gonna go back to wooden bats now?
They are wooden bats.
Those are wooden bats. I thought those are like aluminum.
No, there's not. That's college.
I thought those were aluminum bats, man. That's why I was like, yo, man, go back to the wooden bats.
No, they're just torpedo bats. Just the weight, instead of it rolling out fat all the way to the end, some of the weight distributed where the meat, like statistically, where the ball hits more.
Yeah.
So we'll make the bat fatter here where we hit the ball instead of like wagering it all up. That's all. It's like rolling a J, bro. You want a fatty like this? You want it like this? You want fatty? You want me to roll my 2 fingers and pull it all the way across like there's a couple of ways to roll a J.
Let me see.
Been all VHS'd out. I've been watching a lot of VHS, those tapes. Just been checking all of them. Some of the quality's done, and they don't need to be anything, and some are still really good. If you taped off of Much Music, if I bought something that was taped off of Much Music from another country, it usually sounds great and it looks good. But if I bought a bootleg from a dude somewhere with a VHS under his coat, with somewhere under his armpit, and I got a bootleg, some of them don't sound too good. They're just mostly, just some good stock value shows and shit.
Has your thing eaten up any of your tapes or no?
No, none of that. Just the audio quality on some, like, I get it.
I mean, that's just probably just over. That's just probably over time.
Just from camcorder too. Nobody was, except the one I got from the Raid show. I bought that. There was 2 dudes in the arena, and that show's mixed. I bought a buy one of a G3. That's mixed. 2 dudes are in the arena, banging out. They bring it home, and they're playing with the audio. Those are cool, but most of the ones I bought that are bootlegs just from here, like the Limp Bizkit I watched from a show that I actually went to. It was like, it's not great.
Oh, they had it?
I watched it. It was a bootleg. It wasn't that great. The audio, like the 50-50 on them bootlegs.
Oh, did
time in the audio? And
have you been watching YouTube lately?
Yeah, YouTube.
Have you been on the Osbournes YouTube page lately?
No, why?
They're putting up
deal with the show.
The show.
Yeah, and
they've been putting up the episodes of the show.
What do you mean the episodes?
The Osbournes.
Oh, I watched that when it came out. I don't need that.
I've been rocking it, man. They're up to season 2 episode 4.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would have. I like
it holds up.
Stuff.
Mark, it holds up.
Yeah, I really don't watch repeats of reality shows much.
It holds up, man. I'm telling you, bro. It holds up. That, and I'll tell you right now, that and I'm addicted to Saved by the Bell. Holds up still, man.
Yeah, it's a little goofy. And
sit there and smoke a J, bro, and just sit there and look at it and go.
That's like where I draw the line, is like Saved by the Bell. I didn't want. I'm a little older than you, so I was already like an adult when those motherfuckers came out. Like, I remember, I remember there was stuff where I was that was my fucking. Like my chick would watch it, and it was like she's watching that in some morning show, like some soap opera that was on at like 6 a.m. I forget. It was fucking hilarious. Swans Crossing or some shit.
Oh, you talking about the fucking one with the witches and shit and all
that stuff? No, it was like a soap. It was like Swans Crossing. It was like young actors that became somebody and were on.
I remember Swans Crossing.
Yeah, it was something like that or something.
Swans Crossing.
Yeah, it was just like people's that you get locked into because of your girl. 90210. Like I watched that because.
Whoa.
But that's good.
I couldn't go to school for 7th and 8th grade unless you knew what happened at 90210, bro. You had to know.
Yeah, I hear you. See, my day was different shows, but I had a hard time because I used to watch Letterman and looking. You're like, nah, I don't think anybody watched that.
I don't even, you know what's funny, bro? I only watched those shows, like Letterman and all that stuff, if they had like The Cure on or like some
that's
like,
why
metal band, I'd watch it.
Oh, somebody was always on though. It didn't matter to me. It was like, oh, all right, Dave Edmonds is on tonight. That's cool. We'll watch Dave Edmonds. Like, and then you're like, the Stray Cat. Like, I used to that dude, just Letterman, dude, and Johnny used to be a late night show guy. It's more of that, like. But yeah, all right. So you're a 90210 guy.
Oh, dude,
did you watch the other one like that was on after it?
Melrose Place. I tried. It was too much soap opera-ish. It wasn't like, you know, like at least not when that was high school. You know, you grew with the show.
Did you watch this? I remember about this. How can you talk to an angel?
Hawthorne Heights.
No, the Heights. No, it was the Heights.
The Heights. I watched it.
It was that kid Jamie. He was a guitar player. He played the song.
He
was in 90210.
Yeah.
He was a poor kid that they were like, they thought he stole a ring in one of these episodes. Yo, that was
spinoff. That was when spinoffs were starting to pop, bro.
Yeah. No, dude, if you were like fucking poor, it was worse than being like black in that society, bro. I didn't fucking hate. That's what I hate about that show, because you'd see somebody act stupid towards somebody that lived. Where do you live? And they couldn't tell you where they lived. They're like, we don't live there. Remember, like when somebody lived in, I don't know, I'm not from California, but it's like, you live in Reseda? Like,
oh yeah,
like there's some difference or something. I don't know the neighborhoods.
Well,
where's the neighborhood?
What about this? What about this show? What about this show?
What?
21 Jump Street.
Nah, that was great from the get.
That was after school.
I'm upset though they made a movie of like later in life. I'm like,
oh, that movie was.
Yo, they should go to hell with
watch
that.
it. I'll never watch it.
Yeah, no, 21 Jump Street was great. I watched it with my mom, dude. I actually wearing a good shirt today. Big up, Rocky.
Well, there you go. PH style.
Yeah, dude, I used to watch that with like my mom. That was like an eating dinner show. Like 21 Jump Street. It was like me and my mom would watch that.
Oh, dude, I don't know, man. I wanted to go to high school where they went.
I always wanted to just be like 26 and get on the football team and go like, all right, I can finally live out a dream.
I thought high school was like that. I was ready, bro. I was like, yo, high school's gonna be crazy, like 21 Jump Street.
I don't know. All them high schools on TV were like, where are these places? Because it was nothing like New Jersey.
Let me tell you. You remember the Breakfast Club, right?
Yeah.
Now I saw, because I was doing when I was doing my GED class, we worked for like 2 days out of the week. We went to school 3, work 2.
All right.
And one of those days we had to go do we had to bring like all this different Egyptian artifacts, all fake stuff, to set up down at the school down like South Jersey somewhere. Bro, I'm telling you, we were on campus. Mind you, I'm just like, I think I'm like 19. And like all like the school kids are looking at us like, oh, we're all like 18, 19. And all the school kids are looking at us like, oh my God, we're some like, you know, crazy fucking scary motherfuckers. And you go in their school and it's like, yo, their library was like the Breakfast Club, and like they had like a volleyball court here, a basketball court. They had all the courts.
Right. Yeah,
bro, what's that thing where you catch it with the hook and you throw it or some shit? Lacrosse? They had a lacrosse court, bro. You knew you were in another world when you saw a lacrosse court.
I just remember everything around here was you went to grammar school for 8 grades and then you went to high school. There was no junior high where it was like a grade 9 and you were in high school. Like it was
shit.
Like some like same building, like adults. Like I couldn't happen around here where like 12 grades went together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there was just a lot of like bullying.
I always thought when I seen other fucking places like that, dude, like, you know, like what is it, middle school fucking, you know, how do they do that shit? I mean,
yeah, it was junior high school was involved.
Junior high, middle school, junior high, high school.
We would go to 8 and have to go to a whole different school. These people are still going to the same school.
Yeah.
Like, I used to get like, I don't know what's going on here. I'm confused.
I kind of thought our school system, I was like, yo, is our school system broken? Like, why do they do that and we do this? What's going on here? Why am I not in junior high with Winnie Cooper?
Like there was a line somewhere across America. Like, I don't know. I just knew that was not anywhere on the East Coast.
I always wanted to like do some Wonder Years shit.
Although you do have schools like Bayonne, I saw and then I played basketball at this Rumson school. It was as big as Bayonne High School, and it was like a whole different world. It was like one of those you see in a movie. It looked like a California school, and you were like, whoa, look at the size. It's 3 blocks long. Yeah, that.
Sit there and wonder,
That
like,
used
how
to
did they
bug
go
me
to
out.
school
High
here?
school, the high school we went to, I used to feel it was different. Or certain pressures they made, and I was like,
Well,
I don't go. I didn't have that peer pressure.
I'll tell you this. What I thought was weird was when I went to Dickinson, but I went to Ferris for summer school. And it was like just like two different worlds. It's like two different kind of like, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
see, I went to Catholic OLM, and then my summer school one year was at Our Lady of Victory. I went 6th and 8th grade, and 8th grade was at St. Mary's up downtown Jersey City to get on a bus. And then it was like on the last day, it was like somebody whispered in my ear, like, "Yo, just when you're done, just get out of here," because they like supposedly attack people on the last day or whatever. Like,
oh yeah,
you know. And I remember going like, "Good looking out, dude." I was like, I was with a whole different people. I was like, everybody, let's just go to the bus just in case. No lollygagging.
Bro, I remember
you're not from here.
Snyder High School used to get out and bombard and attack Academic High School. If it was Halloween, you better not go to school.
Type shit.
They would just bombard. They would be outside waiting, and nobody would say nothing. And you see like mad motherfuckers in the corner just waiting. It's like, bro. It's like you're walking into a death squad, bro.
I haven't seen. Yeah, they never had no like crazy. There was always like one-on-one fights. There was never like school brawls. There was always some dude wanting to fight a dude if there was. We didn't have that much.
Bro, I remember.
We'll play you with football after school.
I remember my freshman year, bro. Freshman year, first day of freshman year, 8th grade, about to leave. Classes on the first floor, looking right out towards the projects. Over by Dickinson, and all I remember it was the Asians versus the Filipinos versus the Dominicans.
Oh,
brawl, bro! It was like, everybody who's fucking Filipino or Dominican was out there just brawling in front of the school and shit.
That's wild.
And we're just sitting looking at it like, first day of high school, man. This is insane, bro. Insane.
High school. You know, my first day of high school, I believe. Yeah, I went to Marist, smoked a J with a dude. Then the train came, and then we were like, "All right, we gotta go." I think we just walked down a little, jumped on, and then jumped off to get across.
Yeah.
First day of high school, because we were in Country Village. You come up. Now you come up the tracks. Yeah. Country Village Park, and now you're in Bayonne.
Yeah.
And there's that train bridge. And Marist is, once you go over, then you come down that thing and you're under the train bridge, and Marist is a block away. Yeah, and we had to jump on the train because we looked and went, this is pretty long. I was like, dude, you ready? And jumped off and then jumped on and jumped off to get to the other side.
Yeah.
First day of high school. Yeah, bro. It was fucking crazy, right?
I remember first day of high school, bro.
Yeah, not maybe.
I remember first day of high school. My sisters all told me, because my sisters they graduated like a year before I got to the high school.
Right.
And they told me, they were like, look, you got to be the first one at the door so you can get the first locker. That's before they were assigning lockers. You got to be the first one at the door to get the first locker. Bro, I'm one of the first people at the door, and all I see is people walk by, and all I hear is, yo, everybody at that door. And we all turn around. Y'all must be, and they all scream, freshman. And I'm like, was this bad? Like, oh, fuck, man. Like, yo. And I heard there was one chick that was there. She was like, oh, relax, man. It's all right. Don't worry about it. I'm like, all right. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Everybody knew. Like, all the people that were, like, cowering to get into the building. Freshman. I'm like, god damn, dude. I did the same thing the next year. So don't get me wrong. I guess it must be like an initiation thing in the high school.
So the biggest cockroach I've ever seen at Marist High School.
What, those big fucking palomino bugs?
It's bigger than what you just did. So
what?
Yeah, it was bigger than what you just did.
Oh, dude, what was that? What was that movie, bro, with the giant cockroaches?
Size of this glass, bro, on the wall. Size of this glass. Straight up, thick, big. I was like, what the fuck, dude? I stood there.
Did you turn around and say you want to pour a shrimp on the bobby?
And it's funny. It was like morning. It was like, wow. You're like, I'm not moving yet. You're like, with book bag on the shoulder.
Wait, you're
like,
both looking at each other like, who's going to move first?
Dude, people like, holy shit, dude. Thing was long. We were just like.
Sure wasn't an alien?
Dude, it was fucking.
Another kind of creature?
And then the last day, I jetted out the back door. I saw the dude waiting to see people that owed detentions. And I was like, I fucking owe and some dude was like, "You don't want to go that way?" I went, "No." He goes, "Follow me," and he took me around the back of the Marist. There's a way to come up like 52nd Street.
Yeah.
I was like, "All right, thanks, dude." And that was it. That was my high school career.
What was I gonna say? Oh man,
That fucking nasty roach, bro. Telling
Oh, you never saw the movie Mimic? It's about fucking cockroaches that they work on or whatever in science, and they become like mimics. They become like giant humans and like I don't know.
Wow.
They would eat humans. That's what that sounded like. What we got scribble over here? What we got scribble? Let's see here. A JR tried to attack me for being a freshman. Oh, Junior tried to attack me for being a freshman first day.
I didn't have that.
I slammed his head into a locker. Damn, scribble.
I didn't have that. I hung out with dudes that were already seniors, and I knew that shit was not happening.
Mark hung out with the slammers that slammed your head into the thing.
I'm like, I didn't like the world wasn't like that. Like there was no.
Damn, scribble. I can't picture scribble slamming somebody's head into the locker. You gotta make a statement.
High school is a whole different world. You don't want to learn?
Why?
That's fine. Just go walk around the hallway like everybody else is.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, a public school and a Catholic school? Everybody's on time and in the classroom in Catholic school. Bayonne was 3 blocks long of a school, 3 different houses, 6 different principals. You know, like, and then, I was like, why are there so many people walking around? This is 1985, though.
You can, I was gonna say in Dickinson, I was in there in 90 at the end of 91.
Crazy.
Bro, I didn't see nobody was walking around the hallways like
no, bro. Because then I had 2 classes that I kind of dipped on, and I would do that. Or I'd go out for lunch. You weren't supposed to leave for lunch. I'd go out with a dude every day and go get a sandwich and come back. We go get high.
You weren't allowed to go off campus?
No, but I did. I didn't know anybody. I went to Bayonne High School and knew one dude. I used to show up for that lunch thing. The lady counting, and I go, and I dip out. Go get my boy. Let's go. And then one day it was like, let's go smoke dust. One day it's like, yo, I got a jet. Like, you know, like things like, let's go get a sandwich. Yo, let's go get Jay Roscoe. And
you didn't hang out at you never hung out at Vets?
That's where we'd go smoke a J. You go see your boy that had a car driving circles for fucking 30 minutes and then go back and the lady check in and go back to your life. Like
that's where all the goth kids hung out. All the goth kids hung out at that gazebo.
Went 1 year at Bayonne. Like it was, dude, I didn't know anything. I was going from Jersey City too for a minute. And then until I moved to my grandmother's house. Yeah, like, yo, that was a whole different world. I knew everybody at Marist, and I didn't know anybody at Bayonne. And the one guy like just to show up and like get me out of lunch and let's go hang out. It was weird. It was so weird. I felt like you were in classes with people in other ages. And all that. Marist, you were in the same grade. Freshmen were in freshmen. So everything's
There's a lot of left backs.
Like, man, this dude's a senior. Like, why, man? Like, I couldn't figure out. You know, and they make you schedule when you leave Marist and go there. I'm like, I'll have religion, and they're like, they give you other class, and then you know you got a class where you got to do shop. We didn't have that in there. Your gym class, you know, it was different. When I got to Bayonne, listen to this. Bayonne had a pool. It was to go swim. I went, I ain't going swimming. I don't know any of these people. So I stood there with like that one dude, that other dude, and that girl that didn't ever go swimming. And I did that for a whole period until the next period. It was whatever. And I'd shoot hoops. I'd do whatever. But I was like, I'm not getting in no pool with strangers. No, the stoner guy in me I just waited. Like, I tolerated life. Like I had a very weird experience just showing up at a school and just going through the motions for a whole year until you're like,
they didn't let us go swimming. What is it? You had to have you had to have high grades in order to get fucking like comped like that.
No, I every period was a different gym. So that was swimming, the one, the other. I'm trying to think, was there anything else? No, that was it. And the shop class was maybe different. Changed, went from one building to another building or something. But public school was pretty wild. And Bayonne was huge, so there was like a lot of factions.
I remember
archery. Did your schools have archery?
No.
Like Marist didn't. I don't remember Marist archery. Went to Bayonne. I looked in his quadrangle and looked down. I saw them doing the archery. I went,
bro, I took I took home ec, right?
See that? Like they didn't have that at Marist, but they had that at Bayonne.
They said we don't have food in the budget. So we're gonna start sewing.
3YO. Oh, okay.
So we had to fucking sew butterflies and sequences and shit. I'm like, bro, couldn't cook, bro. Food was not in the budget.
Grammar school experiences ever: construction paper and oak tag, and crate. Like the 4 things that they did every year was give you enough construction paper and oak tag, different colors to make and egg cartons to make like anything you want in the world.
Did you ever have wood shop or something like that?
In Bayonne, they had that. The Catholic schools didn't do that, but when you went to public schools, that was their thing. Yeah, I had to make two wood joints. I had to learn how to do that.
The wood shop teacher we had in grammar school, bro, used to come to work drunk. And he would just let us bang nails in the fucking wood. He's like, just bang nails in the wood. Go ahead.
Keep active. That's crazy. No, Bayonne, when that first year, it was like the swimming class and then that. I remember, oh my God, I got to do these wood joints.
Scribble was
a lot going on in Bayonne High School. Remember, there's 3 blocks of school. You know, a lot of these high schools are 3 blocks. And
Scribble said home ec was full of fat dudes like him because he thought there was going to be chicks in it. Scribs, when I was in home ec in high school, it was all fucking chicks. And I would think it was like maybe me and like one other dude. It was all chicks.
Bad high school experience. I didn't do much high school. When I went to them 2 high schools, it was such a big difference, though.
Then, it's like night and day, bro.
Religion. You're being taught religion in the one as a class, and then you're over there. They're like, all right, when you go to that school and go, I would take religion. They're like, all right, we'll give you you could have a study period. I was like, oh, cool. They threw that in there.
Go hang out in the gym.
Yeah, like the 7th period study. And I remember I had to study it in some class. And certain days I used to be like, yo, I'm going home at fucking like at 1:45. I'm not going to that class, and I got to study. Yeah, it used to be like gym, study, and then this class. I used to be like, yo, I'm out of here. To walk 3 blocks to go home. Yo, that was such an experience. And then there was a strike, the Bayonne High School strike of 1985.
I just was talking about what Scribble. I said my freshman year, bro. It was the Filipinos versus the Dominicans, and the school period.
This first day, I had a strike that the school didn't know what to do, so now they're giving out loose leaf papers with these, like, what would be quizzes and tests for you to do to keep you busy until
like dittos, like those big dittos.
Yeah, they would just make mass copies and take them and do them. They weren't nothing. They were the easiest little things, but because they didn't know what to do during a strike.
Yeah.
So the strike went on for a couple of months, and I remember Nat was like, "Oh, this is getting ridiculous. I don't even want to show up." People were in classes with people they wouldn't even be classes with. You're just in there with other people.
Remember that, bro? Like some people would just like wind up, like they would just pop up another class. And you're like, who's this dude? He's like talking to somebody in the back, and you're like,
bro, like Bayonne, like just like a lot of kids at this time. And I just remember meeting dudes. I was like, I've never seen them again. But Lucy, giving you these papers with these tests and things to just do to keep you busy until they figure out what's going on. It was nuts. And I used to go in my grandmother's hallway and sit there until they used to leave work and go back to the house, because I was like, I'm not going today. This is getting, now I'm getting impatient. I'm a kid going, wait, I can't teach me now? Like I'm gonna I'm trying to go through I'm trying to like go through this and show up home like, yeah, everything was good today. Like it was odd, man. Bayonne was very strange. Didn't you see a pregnant girl run for the door when everybody decided they
remember that? There would always be, every year, there would always be 1 or 2 pregnant chicks. Every year in high school, 1 or 2.
What the fuck? Because they announced there was a strike, and they went, and all these kids started running out. And this is like my fucking 15th day. I'm going, what's going on here? And these are people that were elected not to stay and was like, no, we out of here now.
And they think that, think about this. Think about this, man. When we found out what was outside, which was nothing, kind of like, I don't know why I rushed to get out of fucking school. There was nothing out here, bro, but work and breaking your back.
Right. There's only, right. You'd have to have, like, some kind of fun, right. Some auxiliary fun that would have to jump on your lap. But, right, it wasn't always like that. Right. Wasn't like, hey, like a fucking, beer, like a movie. Like, it's fucking beers and weed. Oh, fucking, it ain't like that.
Nah, you ain't gonna go find some big fat dude named Tuna who's gonna flip some fucking nickel bags with you on the beaches of fucking California. You know what I'm saying?
But I remember though, Bayonne was big, and they had a lot. I mean, if I would have started there and went there, they would have probably had a lot of cool things. And
you would have probably been fucking one of the batters or pitchers or some shit, man.
it just seems so clicky too. I remember being like from afar, I was like, "Ooh, this is so," or somebody that thinks already going on in front of you. And
Did you see this when you were walking in the buildings? They say you were walking across the street. Some dude looks at you and goes.
I have
No 90210, no fucking 07029.
I've had a kid. I used to hang out with the dude that also went there with me. The only kid I knew was a troublemaker. So sometimes he'd be walking. I met a guy that walked up to him and went, "Bro, you're lucky, man." This was like a movie. And he went, "Bro, that dude you did that thing to, bro, his name is Gunner. You know why? Because he takes guns off people." I remember sitting here going, "Hey, you gotta be kidding me, dude."
Hey, what shit did you pull this out of?
I was like, "Bro, right? Are you kidding me? Are you?" I was like, I wish I would have spoke.
Where's the cameras? Where's the cameras at, man? Am I getting pumped over here?
Maybe there was a dude. I'm not saying it wasn't, but just the way he said it was
kind of. Oh my god! Because he takes guns off.
Yeah, and I was like, it was like Calgon, take me
Give
away.
him 10 grand for that script.
Right. 1985. And I'd see the dude periodically, like now as an adult, and I'm like, there's the dude. Like,
there's the gay Gunner.
And then he's talking about somebody that wasn't there too, and I was like, I never met the Gunner that he's
Where did you see him go? Yo, what's up, man?
My boyfriend was like that. Like I'd walk somewhere and be walking with him, and somebody be like, "Yo, we saw you, bro. You took that dude's fucking." In 1989, it was those things on your dashboard. What was that thing everybody had to know the cops were coming?
Oh, the scanners.
A scanner.
You were up to no good with a scanner.
Where this dude, it was like, "Yeah, we saw you. You took that scanner with that dude."
Yeah.
You know? And then when that dude, we got away, he was like, "Yo, fuck that dude. I did take that. Fuck it." You know, I'm like, "Oh my god." Yo, rest in peace, Footer, bro. You were crazy.
Oh my god.
I did that shit. Fuck him. Fuck his mother too. He was like really nasty. You little dude too. You're like, how the fuck a little dude? Oh
my god. You just made me remember, bro. Yo, every fucking car had a fucking scanner back there. Like, who are you trying to evade, bro? What are you doing?
Walk around with a little piece of something that can break your windows, silencer, and take it.
When they were fucking throwing on, what the fuck are those things called, man? And the fucking cars, spark plugs.
Yeah, they were a little piece inside of it that would. Yo, my man was crazy. He was a small dude.
You're lucky my man's Gunner because he takes guns off you.
Never forget that. Never forget that. I was like,
that's a shirt, man.
It's like it's from that. It feels like it's from that skate movie with the blonde kid. We moved to Newtown. And
Leaving the cube.
Kid, yeah, that.
Leaving the cube.
Kid that was from Swan's Crossing. That fucking kid. That was like, hey man, just cool out. Everything's a wave, and you got to ride it. Remember that movie? That kid was like new. He was trying to throw surf lingo on everybody, and they were like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Wait, you talking about Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
In the Cube, it was another stupid fucking skate movie, bro, with a blonde kid. It was something, and it was just funny because all these kids wanted to fucking eat this kid.
That was Josh Brolin, right? When you talking about Josh Brolin?
Blonde kid. It was an actor. It was like just had like these little sayings that everybody decided to be a little philosophical and like hippie-ish, and all the kids were like, "What?"
It wasn't Corey Webster? No.
I don't know. Got to look up. If you throw up skate movie dudes, I'll show you because it's ridiculous. I just watched a clip from it recently.
What was it, 80s?
Probably early 90s. Yeah, that Gleam in the Cube was what?
Like 91?
Yeah, this was around there because there was a couple. Christian Slater. And what was the other one with the kid and his friend? Oh, there's a couple of really funny. And it's funny because they're not really skating and they show you the tricks. It's all those dudes, right?
What are you talking? Oh yeah. What are you talking about? Maybe you're talking about
It's a new kid, man. He's like new in town, and everybody hates him. And then there's a big race at the end. Fucking 40 kids look like they're all fucking racing, bro.
Oh, let me throw you up something here, man. Let me throw you up something here. Let me pop it up here, right here. Let me see this. This movie?
What? Which one? Which one are you clicking on? Click on that. Let me see the actor. No, I don't think so.
No?
Wait. Who's that guy?
That's Josh Brolin thrashing.
No, I know that. Is he? No, this kid is like the good kid. Is he playing a bad kid, Josh Brolin?
No, he's a good guy. He's playing the good guy.
No, the good guy in this. It's a little later then.
The bad guy, his name is Hook. Hook from the Daggers.
Nah, this is not.
And you got the guy Monk.
Nah, this one was the kid from Swan's Crossing's the main character, and he's new in town, and nobody likes him. And he's a skater and winds up skating. Maybe is Seth Green in any of these movies? I feel like Seth Green's the buddy. You know, and this is like,
Airborne.
That kid over there. Who's that kid right there? The fifth kid. The fifth kid.
Hold on, I'll tell you. Hold on, let me look at the Airborne movie.
Yeah, that kid from Swan's Crossing. Yeah, that fucking. Is that it? Yeah, Jack Black and all them hate. He's in this. This is like Jack Black's first
Shane McDermott, Seth Green, Brittany Powell, Chris Conrad.
Yeah, this is the movie. It was that kid, the blonde kid with that mug on.
Airborne.
Yeah, this is like a little commercialized, shitty little movie. It ain't like a tough.
I remember this one, bro.
Yeah,
I might have to buy this, bro.
You may not had HBO like it or some channel that I watched years ago. And I haven't seen this in a while, but Jack Black's in this. This is like very early Jack Black being a villain, like a high school, maybe one of the kids yelling at him. Yeah, it is. What does it say? What's the saying? Mitchell became what?
Well,
read that to me.
Mitchell became the most popular guy on earth once he took to the sky.
Yeah,
it's rollerblading. It's not skateboarding. It's rollerblading.
Yeah, so he rollerblades against all these fucking dudes.
This is when inline skating was getting at its peak. This is when rollerblading was at its peak.
I don't know. I don't know about this. I just know I fucking remember this movie, and this smug kid was fucking saying like sayings, and everybody's like, "Fuck you! What? They hate you."
Oh yeah, Dennis the Menace passed away, dog.
I know, and like the dude was just famous for that, right? I was looking, going, "Do I know this guy from anything?"
It's kind of like the guy who played. It's kind of like the guy who played.
Dennis the Menace is way big. Dennis the Menace, like I'm born in 1970. That was for some other people.
But it's like the Monsters.
Yeah, like those.
No, a little bit before the Monsters.
I was already like just being born, so those things were already on. I'm saying, I mean, other people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You start watching shit when you're like 3, 4, 5. Those been already on. Those are repeats, right? When I started watching it.
Dennis the Menace. Let me see right here. It came out 1959.
Yeah. So what year did that run till?
4 seasons.
Wow.
So
how many episodes a season though?
It was 146 episodes. It was 59 to 63.
That's really not a long time. That's funny. So those are the same ones that like when I get old, when I grew up, I'm like, you flip right into those black and whites. They were already on.
Yeah. This is probably.
Did you ever watch the Dennis the Menace, the movie? Who was that other little kid?
The movie was that was Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, was he in that? Right?
Yeah, I think that was Macaulay Culkin.
Sure? No, wasn't that You sure? Wasn't that little other kid, Brian? I could be wrong. Wasn't fucking Brian Bonsill from like Family Ties, or I got that wrong?
No.
Oh, look at this. Really? Some other kid. We were both fucking wrong. Who's this kid?
Dennis the Menace 93. This is Mason Gable.
Huh. No, the other kid was good. The fucking one from the 60s. I remember watching that.
Sad day, bro. Sad fucking day.
He wasn't that old, too. That's it. My mother's like that age, 73, 75.
Oh, man. Scribble the R.I.P. Gary. What was that? Cary Grant?
What?
Bob Hope.
Oh, he's pulling people that are already dead, bro. He's pulling people
down. Oh, yo, you know, stop trolling me over here, Scribble. Shit.
Scribble. I'll write a J to them. Yeah, rest in peace, Milton Berle. Who else? Who else is fucking dead that we could bring up in that black and white era? Yeah, rest in peace, Shecky Green. Right?
Well, who the hell played fucking Herman? What was that dude who played Herman Munster?
I don't know his name. Rest in peace to the dude that had AIDS.
Who the hell's that?
That actor.
Oh, you talking about the father of fucking the
Rock Hudson. Oh, I'm not talking about Mr. Brady.
Yeah, you knew I was. You knew I was gonna fucking say Mr. Brady.
Leave him alone. AIDS was horrible to fucking.
Yo, he got hit, but he got hit in the '80s, still, man. When it was just.
Dude,
like,
I saw AIDS
boom.
like right. Yeah, it's fucking nuttiest thing I've ever seen right in front of me happen. Like somebody get AIDS, somebody die from it, like the whole shit.
Nah.
Saw them the day they died of it, like, oh shit, you know, like yeah, bro. It's a little different for everybody. Some people catch it and bang and gone, and some people had it for a while. I know somebody that's living fucking HIV like for years and years. So
Magic Johnson.
Yeah, like, bro, it's just crazy fucking thing.
We got scribbles that I heard. Shecky Green and Danny Kaye used to lay under glass coffee tables to watch girls poop on them.
That's crazy.
Who the hell is that? Who's Shecky Green?
The comedian Danny Kaye was Kaye, I believe it's spelled. They were comedians.
Why would you want to sit on the tables?
Black and white era.
Why? You know what's weird, man? These rich people got these fetishes, man. That you sit there and you're like, yo, you did everything. I mean, you did everything, and this is the last resort.
You know, people with that, I don't know.
Think about it. Everything we could think of, they did that and more. And now they're up to this.
Whatever. You just want to fucking play a kiss pool table somewhere, chill with all that madness. You know what I mean? Like people being crazy.
It's insane, dude. It's to me, it's just insane.
Play a game.
It's like, bro, like you sit there. The chick comes to the house. You give her the money. She's like, okay, what do you want me to do? I want you to stand on the top of this glass table while I'm under it and take a shh. And they're gonna look at you like.
Funny that we're talking about this because one of the videotapes I haven't watched yet, I'm getting ready to watch soon, is the G.G. Allen tapes. Where I have a tape of his last show, but there's a whole tape, I believe, of him running around doing shenanigans. Like, looks like just like some people they know, they're hanging out, smoking, getting high somewhere, and they're like, yeah, the girls are going to come out and pee in his mouth.
The last show?
I have that last show on tape. It's the funniest fucking. There's a funny piece of footage in that video that's one of my favorite. Now he comes outside the club when the club's done, and he goes across the street, right? And a bus is coming.
Yeah.
And he's naked, and the girls are going like, Gigi, come on. Like, they want to get him away where it's like, let's not get locked up. Let's just go cop all dope. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Everybody's going, Gigi. The streets of New York are yelling and howling. But he goes to throw this bottle awkwardly and like falls on the ground, and it's just hilarious, bro. Like, and the bus is coming, and it like winds up in front of him. And
let me ask you this about G.G. Allen, right? Now, was his show just shock value, or was there real music and stuff?
No, they were playing tunes. Those three dudes were playing as much tunes as they could until the fucking power got shut off.
And G.G. wasn't
three chord fucking punk fucking.
But was G.G. was he only going crazy like if stuff got messed up, or he's just going crazy? Period.
No, part of the whole thing is just fucking. It's just like I can't explain it, man. GG, you got kids like saying shit, and he's like, "Fuck you, like things," and like, and then like at one point, I got a video of like him at different towns and going shit, and he's in Jersey, he's here, and for a minute he's naked, and you see a kid. Now you're watching fucking video footage, like man, like VHS. Like you're in the crowd shit. You're like, oh, this is wild. You don't know who's gonna come up, punch him, or he's gonna smack at somebody, or take their glass or something.
Yeah.
There's also him at a NYU speaking to people, and he's doing that. He's taking shit, but dude, some dude comes up and goes to like suck his cock, like in the middle of this, like, and it's like when you watch the video, like, oh my god, there's a 17-year-old kid whose son is that? You're like,
oh my Lord.
Kid in a jean jacket going down, like. And you're like, whoa, this is fucking nuts, bro.
See, that's what I'm saying. Was his shows, was it theater, or was it a rock show?
I mean, it was whatever you wanted it to be. If you wanted to fucking run from him, because he used to chase the fucking whole people around the whole fucking. I saw a show where he chased everybody. And they were
really
him as, yeah, dude. There's a place. I think it's the Fast Lane in Jersey.
I couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't go to a show.
Nuts. Some people look like they were like into like touching him or whatever. Some people were like, whoa, get away from me. Like,
I couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't go to a fucking Murder Dolls or a Gigi Allen or whatever. You don't know if you're gonna get poop tossed on you or fucking whatever.
No, there's all of that because he was shitting and throwing it. But there's one point where he walks up to a girl and they look like they played a bigger place where now the stage wasn't. They had a stage. Some places were level where he just walk up to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Walk around and they'll go, give me that. Or like, you know, whatever.
They get paid?
Yeah, because after the show, like, well, no, we just want to fuck it out and get paid. Like, just like they'll go get high. Like they just.
How do you make money with those? How many people go into these shows?
I watch these videos because inside them, it's like, oh my. It's almost looking back at the studio a little bit, like watching a lot of you fucking dirty kids out in the studio sometimes, and I got a little bit of a flashback, and I go, these kids are like dirty like Gigi Allen, but not as fucking crazy, you know. Dude, it was, bro, and I remember before this whole thing, one day Mark was reading Hit Parader magazine, or actually the other thing, East Coast Rocker, and it said Gigi Allen. I read about him, and it said he wanted to kill himself on October 31st of the certain year that he said.
Yeah, what was up with that?
That was what I read inside an East Coast Rocker that he proclaimed to do this on 90 something. I don't know.
What is he trying to be like? What's his name, bro? From the Germs?
I don't know, man. This is something I read in I'm gonna say like the very early 90s, and then I don't know when he killed himself. I forget when that happened, but like that run that he had in between was nuts, and because I bought videos and watched it, was like, holy fuck.
Yeah,
it was weird. You know, this is a dude you didn't want to touch him, bro. If a germaphobe would have went to the show, he would have fucking threw up fucking way early in the game.
He would have had a heart attack or some shit.
He would have left. He would have said, my dude, I have to leave. You know,
I couldn't do it, man.
A dude like that wouldn't be at a Dirty Punk show anyway. Like they would be enough to know, but this is some shit. If you had some little thing where you're like, oh no, I can't, I gotta leave. Yeah, because he's like I said, he's shitting on stage and throwing it, and he's eating it. Then he's popping himself in the head with cans and he's bleeding. So you got all this shit and he's pissing and blood. You know, it's fucking nuts, bro. It's a spectacle. It's all on YouTube, bro.
I can't watch his stuff.
But the day he dies, like they go to cop after this fucked up show at New York where they shut the power and they gotta leave. So you go from this dark show to outside now 6 o'clock on a summer night in New York where they get on the street now and they're trying to get out of there. They're trying to leave and everybody's
so what happened with him? He took a hot dose?
Something, yeah, because they left at this show. That you watch him leave going, we just want to get out of here. We want a cop. We want to get. And they're trying to cop a cab. But now everybody that was from that show and everybody from New York that was into that scene is following him all the way uptown or whatever. They jumped in cabs and then, you know, there's a video. Next thing you know, there's a video of his fucking funeral. You know, at the end of this.
Yeah, wasn't that like an album cover?
Yeah, and it's fucking, he's laying there with a bottle and they're all fucking going, rest in peace. You know, that's weird. It's like those 11 people who were there, like at the fucking scene between the band and.
But what? So they found him like what? In like one of those abandoned buildings or something like that?
No, I don't know if that happened. I think we're all somewhere just partying and he died. I know about it.
You watched that documentary, right? They had to take his tombstone down.
Why?
Like they had to take his marker down.
You step people defecate and he was getting out of
hand. Yeah, man. The mom couldn't take it no more.
Yeah, they didn't want. Yeah. What was that?
They were defecating on it.
No, there was a documentary, right? I think I watched that.
The Murder Junkies.
Yeah, I believe I watched that. And the dude sells a lot of his stuff.
Oh, dude, he sells poop paintings.
Yeah, that's.
I don't understand. It's a weird world out there, man. You buying poop paintings?
It's not even Gigi's poop.
No, it's his poop. You're buying Merle poop.
Who wants that?
Merle poop, bro. People come there, bro, and he's like selling.
People think they're gonna flip this, like they're gonna like, I'm gonna buy this Merle poop, but let me tell you, bro, Gigi Allen was gonna be really big again one day. This Merle poop.
Look at this poop had the same DNA as Gigi Allen, bro.
It's the new baseball cards.
Imagine that. Imagine how do you store that, bro? It's gonna stink.
Yeah, you gotta stop. People gotta stop with that. Any unsanitary thing, dude. Once everybody started using the same like things to put in their cell phone somewhere and use bank cards and everything, that's why we all got diseases.
Oh man.
Once homeless dudes were able to touch cell phones and the same device and everything, and all, I'm telling you, done. But yeah, that Gigi Allen thing was you have to watch. You have to watch.
There goes Scribbles. Scribbles has the exact reason he
yeah,
hates Punk.
Right. Yeah, because you get hand, foot, and mouth disease on the one, which I just got over. Did I tell you that story?
No, what happened?
I had hand, foot, and mouth disease, bro. I took some dirty ass baby carriage, some fucking other country motherfucker, and got these things that showed up. One pimple on my hand. Then there was one in my finger, and then they were all here. 40 or 50 pimples.
Palm and pimples.
Yep, on here. Then I went to the doctor. He goes, hey, let me see the bottom of your foot. And he looked and he went, you have hand, foot, and mouth disease, my man. And I took an antibiotic for 7 days. Didn't go away. I went back. He gave me a steroid. They went away after those 7 days. So it's like a 3-week thing. Yep, from work, bro. I wear gloves at work now. I touch bags from people getting on and off planes and shit. Yeah, so I even look back and went, they're fucking baby carriage I carried.
Scribble, we'll put that right back on. This is the exact reason why Scribble hates punk rock.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. You know, that's why I said you got to watch the movie theaters. You see me bugging out, going, they be having bed bugs in their places. Be careful.
And where?
Bring it at movie theaters. Be careful.
Really?
Talk, yeah. Be careful.
Ooh, no, the movie theater I go to got leather seats.
I'm just saying.
It's not material.
Spray bottle of 91% alcohol.
Ooh. Imagine everybody just going there. What are you doing?
But you get hand, foot, mouth disease from going in like a clothing bin and putting your hand and shuffling around going, ooh, let me see. Like shit like,
you can't do anything no more, man. You can't do nothing. How you gonna go to a fucking thrift store?
Yeah, well, why would you even wanna? Everybody
find gems.
You wash your own ass.
You can find gems.
Buy your own clothes. Like
you can find gems there, but there's some jerseys, everything in there, man. I bought my VCRs from there, bro.
I'm good. Not that valuable. VCRs are cool. Go watch. There's probably bed bugs and roaches in there. Take that apart. Take a spray that bitch apart.
Oh my god.
Gotta watch. That's why I took that TV and I'm watching the VHS on.
Yeah.
The day I bought that, I fucking sprayed it, took it outside, and left it outside. Aired it and fucking Lysoled it a little bit and cleaned it and left it outside and then bring it in the house. Because, bro, you don't know what people have in their house, bro, on the fucking reel. It can ruin your whole shit. Sprayed. Everybody's getting a fucking deal of their life. Yeah, then we get a whole new fucking other problem.
We're going to say it one more time.
It's the reason.
This is the reason why. This is the exact reason why Scribble hates punk rock, man.
I'll tell you, Joe had those things, that studio, man. That studio was hot and packed like a tin roof rusted. They ain't lying, bro. Pearl Studio was dripping. I went out for a cigarette, right? At the back of Pearl Studios where you open to get air.
Oh, the roof, like the roof. Yeah.
And there's the thing down, right?
Yeah.
So I opened that door and went out there, and all them kids' jackets were up against the door, and I'm looking at it going, oh, that's so dirty. I don't know where any of these kids are from, the couch. I'm already thinking bed bugs. So I go outside, I'm sick, and I go, it's not raining. Remember how Joe had the tin?
Yeah.
You know, whatever, how that was. Dude, that was sweating. That building and those people, that was so hot in there that there was drips coming out of those
condensation off of the building.
Yes, and I was going, wow, this building's sweating. Yeah, I remember a couple times going out there, like after those parties, and those things used to go from, like 8 and 9.
Oh, dude, the air conditioning didn't do anything for those parties, man.
No, it was. They should have just not even put them on. They should have, if he was allowed to, we should have opened those doors. You open those back doors, but people complaining.
Greatest commercial ever for Pearl Studios was that nightclub fucking commercial or whatever. They were playing all out. What were they playing? Some kind of dance music or some shit, man.
What? And those kids blue balling their girls?
Yeah, there was.
Little banging like. I was like, what is that?
No, we got to go.
That was very odd too. I was just like make out with chicks and make moves on them. This was a whole other thing. It's like
they were just like
bang against your ass,
slamming them, bro. Like
slamming. Like, all right.
Well, Scribble, when my grandmother moved, she picked up a used microwave. We get it to her new pad, plug it in, turn it on.
Yeah,
and tons of roaches come pouring out of the back.
That's it. And then one of them runs like into a crevice, and then it's fucking right.
That's it. You got that one hanging out
on his phone, like, dude, it ain't no lie. Fuck all them things. And I watch those shows too, and like those dudes grab bins in California. It's that show where
they auction Yeah.
You gotta. I mean, in all reality, at the end of the day, you have somebody checking that and fucking cleaning that and air blowing that. Like this. Scribble's right, dude. Lot of shit. Fuck that.
I mean, I've never seen it
I had a
personally.
snake in my house. I bought this chair I'm sitting on 3 years ago.
A snake came out of it?
Well, I had a cat at the time.
Uh-huh.
This has got to be longer than that. This is maybe 5 years ago. I had this chair for a minute. So we got the chair out. The box was out the house. And then I walked out in there and the cat's looking at something like squaring up. Like, what the fuck is this? And I look and it's a snake. Like a small garter snake. And I went, oh, shit.
Where the hell did you get a garter snake?
From the box that the chair I bought from not Marshall's.
Oh, you got one. You got it from China.
Yeah, Staples, like in fucking on 440.
That was a China snake, man. That came off the fucking boat.
I bring it outside, threw it in the grass, dude.
Oh, he's probably like, yo, man, what the hell? This ain't fucking Hong Kong, baby.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
He was small, but the fuck, it was like, yo, the cat, you never know, like something could happen there. He wasn't big enough to wrap it around. Just, you never know, like cat fucking.
Well, you never know, man.
Yeah.
You might come in the kitchen, seeing the cat make snake sushi. Like, yo, what are you doing over there, Mittens?
I had a lizard and a cat at the same time, and that didn't work out a long time ago.
Oh, really?
It was like a murder scene. Yeah, it was like the Quincy fucking.
Wait, who killed who?
The cat killed the fucking lizard. The lizard's only one of these little things you get at the fair.
Oh, okay.
Now the cat probably played with it.
Flush it down the toilet, bro. You'd make
broke him down. And it was like on an accident. Like, I killed you.
You never flushed one down the toilet? Did you flush one down the toilet?
I might have. No, actually, I buried one out back here.
Remember the movie Alligator? The father said, I don't know. And he flushed the alligator down the toilet, and the alligator.
Part of the problem, right?
What we got? Scribble here. I bought a real nice pair of shoes from a used spot.
Yeah. Look,
put up on.
Keep telling all the stories. Everybody write in with their fucking. Holy shit! There's a mouse in my thing, or there's a thing in my toes. Right?
He said, yeah. What is it? Put up on and felt something crawling on my toes. It was a little spider family.
It's not worth it. If you're working, it's just worth it. Just go buy the shit you need from them. Not that anything's not going to be fucked up from there, but you're anything used. If you didn't spray it or
did they bite you? Did you become Spider-Man? Can you crawl up walls? You shoot webs out your butt?
Telling you, it's bad. It's bad enough that what is it? The fucking average of spiders you eat during your life, something during sleep.
Oh, was it like 88 years, some shit like that?
It's definitely the nights where you're like, what the fuck was that? You have a bad fucking dry night where you're like, what? I don't know what that tasted.
Like, yo, man, that tastes like some 8-legged. Damn.
It's gotta be, dude. I've had them bad nights where you're like, don't know that is. Never had a dry taste like that. Other nights it's different. Fucking 88.
I woke up last night, bro, and I was parched, dude. At 4 a.m. I was like, I gotta get a drink of water, man.
That happens. You should take a drink of water before you go to bed anyway. It's always
no, I always drink like a fucking lot of water, but I'm like, I never wake up thirsty.
I don't smoke no more. I don't fucking cough sometimes, like in bed.
Ever catch a rattlesnake in your wheel? What wheel well, mofo? We were in Jersey City, man, Hudson County, bro. Wheel well.
Dude, the only thing we have fucking word rattlesnake is in like 4 fucking songs I know. That's it.
Where is he talking about a wheel well? You think we got water wells in the backyard?
Snake. That's funny. No, we don't live in Arizona.
Yo, what do you think about? Let's change it up a little bit, man. What do you think about a lot of rock stars out there, basically calling Skid Row out, saying how you turning down fucking 6-figure fucking and 7-figure concerts just because you got to play with Bach?
So people are saying to these fucking losers that I should have yelled at. Mark Bernardo's top 5 regrets in life.
What happened?
I should have said something to Skid Row 3 fucking years ago when I saw them with the new kid on tour and they stayed at my hotel. And yo, Charles Smith, former Nick, stayed at my hotel. Front desk guy took a fucking picture with him.
Oh,
he was cool. But yeah, dude, Skid Row. I read Rachel Bolan. I saw Rachel. I went, oh shit. And I walked over and I went, what's his name? I looked at the TV to watch a game. I went, Snake. I went, no. I went, Scotty Hill. That's his name, Scotty Hill.
Bro, they're turned down 7-figure deals.
Scotty Hill, what's up? And I fucking Rachel. And I just said what up to him, walked away. I wanted to say more. I held the
7-figure deals. People are saying they're turning down.
Dude, I would have yelled at one.
They must got money.
I was such a fucking hard Skid Row. I was playing bass to this shit. It was one of the repertoires of my shit was Rachel Bolan stuff right up until that dude left.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I didn't follow Skid Row, but I always played to those records, dude. They were fun. It was just one of those good live fucking things you needed in your repertoire. I played a lot of instrumental stuff, Skid Row, fucking, you try everything. That was right in the pocket. Skid Row and Kiss and fucking,
It's sad, bro. How they got people out there calling them out.
Not attracted to the next level of dude. I don't know, just something.
Well, who they got now? They got what? Lizzie Hale? Or...
I don't know. I'm just saying, right after he left, there was just no attraction to that next dude and the dude after. I don't know. There was a song or two I heard where I was like, that was cool. It was nothing for me to fucking want to follow them. That was weird. It was Sebastian or nothing, like, for me. I don't know. There was a lot of people, I think, too.
What just happened to fucking Vince Neil? And they had to cancel some shows. He had to get an operation done or something.
They canceled the Motley Crue stuff, right?
Yeah.
No, they shouldn't have came back. See, that's why
but he looks like he looked like he got skinnier.
And he should. You know what? He's got to get with DDP. Why don't you get with DDP?
I think he's just a fucking alcoholic. He's
yeah. Just, a lot of dude. Hey, just got back. I'm gonna watch it. I haven't watched any Rat with Warren DeMartini.
I heard about that.
I mean, dude don't sing well anymore, but he's does another one.
He's the face.
If he calms down and just keeps it in the key, because I went to see Rat like a bunch of years, like maybe 5 or 6 years ago with Jackie, Rat and Extreme, and I'm telling her like this is not the way he sings. He's in another key, but
if they're turning down 7-figure deals, bro.
He was fun. I watched all the tapes and all the videos. I don't know what was so annoying about Sebastian. Today I watched this Extreme clip where they played with everybody in the industry. So backstage, it was Johnny Lane, Zappa, the Extreme guys, some rock star taping it with some dude that were like in some band. You're like, oh shit. So then they all pulled out a J to light and they were hanging out. It was like, 1990s one's fun. Yeah, I've been going through the VHS, man. A lot of that good headbangers ball fun.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
All the bought stuff from eBay in the early 2000s. Fucking rock stars saying, I love that. I like that. Good. Yeah, they should be saying a bunch of idiots. Yeah, man. I like the third record by Skid Row. It wasn't great. Some people kill it. The one with Beat Yourself Blind on their third album. The Blue record.
Saying as a human, lots of people hate Boz in the business. Imagine having to be in a band with him.
Did you guys ever watch that thing with like Ted Nugent, him, the dude from Biohazard?
Oh, loved it, bro. Loved it.
Yeah, it was good. That I would revisit and watch. That's something.
It's on YouTube.
I'd watch it. It's on YouTube. I would rewatch.
I watched it.
Yeah, that was.
It
fun.
holds up.
I watched that when it came out, like every week, like an episode. Like I sat down. Anything I got prepared and rolled the J for, I fucking watched hardcore, like Sopranos or Oz, The Wire, and that. Yeah, what year was that? What year? I see this. I don't know my 2000s. I could go up to like 9/11. I have a weird thing where like after 9/11, everything's a little shaky for me.
I got one right here for you, bro.
What year was that? That's Sebastian Bach. What was in that band? Sebastian Bach, Ted Nugent,
dude from Biohazard, Scotty Ian.
Right. One more?
And Bottom Son.
Right. He was the drummer. Yeah, see, that's why I wanted to watch that. The Bottom Son thing was the pull. And Sebastian. I like Sebastian's antics. I don't know.
What do you think about this?
Yeah, you know what? I didn't read it and click on it. Something interrupted my thing. This was real, huh?
Well, it's saying,
in what era? In what era?
Guitar Whiz Richie Kozen has dropped a major bombshell, blah, blah, blah. Once agreed to join 9 Inch Nails. What does it say? Okay, blah, blah, blah. I was friendly with the bass player from Marilyn Manson, Twiggy,
really?
who was playing 9 Inch Nails. He said to me, listen, you've got to come down. We're having a hard time finding a guitar player. So I went down the third encore, blah, blah, blah. I spent the day. Tremez told me, you're by far the best guy we've tried. I would love to have you in the band. I'm going to have my manager reach out to you and blah, blah, blah. It's likely the events that occurred when Robin Fink a former member of Guns N' Roses, was out in Nine Inch Nails.
2008. I understand now.
Continue, blah, 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 blah. And then a week went by, and then another week went by, and I ran into Jordy and said, what happened? He said, basically, Reznor said he didn't want to open up Rolling Stone magazine and see Nine Inch Nails gets former Poison guitar player Richie Kotzen.
Gotcha. Well, that's what you're gonna get when you get guys that are hired guns, man. It fucking
that sucks.
That's a choice he makes. You had a lot of things that didn't happen. Ozzy was supposed to be. Vi was supposed to do like a project with Ozzy. It didn't happen because of like record company conflicts. But shit like that happens, man. There's a lot of could have been, should have been. You know,
that sucks.
Nicky Lee. Somebody should have been the guitar player first or something for Ozzy, you know, like right after fucking Randy Rhoads. It was like that whole thing before they went to Jakey Lee, or Jakey Lee was in Rat. Like,
but you know what, man?
Had their little.
That's the thing, dude. It's like
and you got hired gun.
You're a stigma of whatever band you're in, bro. Unless you're like, you know.
See, and I'm me personally. I know Richie Kotzen from the get-go. Read guitar magazines, found out about him, bought his shit, then couldn't find his shit for years and had to start buying his
Dave Lombardo.
27 collection on fucking eBay.
You watching this Dave Ellison podcast, Scribble's asking?
I have not seen it.
I ain't watching him, bro. He ain't got my name, but he don't got my attention.
Nah. That's cool, though.
That's cool, man.
Docking podcast? There was Docking news, wasn't there?
I think he's retiring again. I think he's talking about his retirement. It's like look at Kiss coming back, bro. And you know what? Instead of bringing Bruce Kulick back in the band, they keep fucking little fake Ace Frehley in the band.
Then
you thought they were gonna bring back the Asylum lineup.
Ace's band sounds good. Ace is made up for the last time we watched Ace like 2 years ago when we were making a little bit.
No, I'm talking about, but they're gonna have the Ace, fake Ace.
Dude, Tommy Thayer. Ace Cole is ringing him a name.
Okay, he's not wearing the makeup no more. Tommy Thayer, bro.
Yeah, but he'll be wearing the makeup as Ace.
No makeup shows.
Do like revenge look.
Makeup shows are done.
Oh, they're gonna come and play as
80's Kiss.
Oh, and you're right. So why would they Bruce Kulick? Oh, yeah, I'm totally with that. Motherfucker.
They're playing around, bro. No Bruce.
So that means they're gonna do. Hopefully, with that non-makeup, they do some revenge.
Well, Paul's not gonna hit those. Paul's not gonna hit those notes.
Dude, scares.
Just because he gets one, dude. I can give two shits about Dave Ellison, bro. He gets caught on the internet jerking off with fucking 18-year-olds, so I can care less.
The podcast I watch is that Dweezil, that Ahmed Zappa podcast with him and his buddies drink from like some Los Angeles studio.
But they just sit there and drink and just hang out?
Yeah, they did like the third Van Halen record versus the third Van Halen record with Sammy.
What?
So it was Van Halen, Women and Children first.
I'd take Women and Children first.
Up against the red record. What's that? For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. So that was the third record made by Sammy. And the third record by Roth and Van Halen was Women and Children.
What was that? What was the record with the beef with the OU812 and
That's hilarious. Well, I didn't know this until recently. So that's a response to Eat 'em and Smile.
Who wrote Eat 'em and Smile?
David Lee Roth.
And then they came out with OU812.
Their second record after 5150 was called OU812. And now I used to just think it was a code. 0.
Yeah.
You know.
But so wait, so this says
you 812, like you suck ass.
Dude, that's the greatest.
And that's very good.
That's the greatest catchy album cover ever.
Like touche, like to that.
Now, who do you think came up with it?
I was Team Roth, like straight up, because I just liked some of the word. I liked a lot of Dave's wordplay and some of the Slam and Shy Boy types, because he always had that good hard banger, and he has some fucking tongue and some funny shit.
Is Sammy still playing?
I guess, right? What does Sammy do with that? He's doing that Van Halen thing, right?
Wait, he's only got one member of Van Halen in it.
And Dave's going to do that Dave thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I got the two dates I just watched. He might probably do the show that he'll do probably a Van Halen show and do Yankee.
And what was that one? What was that one?
And do that.
But what was the one with the
Maybe That's Life.
Where they're saying that they come out with a new Van Halen album.
Well, that's dude. That's Alex in the personal vaults probably going, I'm gonna grab Steve Luthica and work this out and put this stuff out. So he's grabbing him as a musician for the help. Not to play anything, just to fucking help him get it out.
Bro, I like Sammy. I like one song, bro, or two songs from Sammy Hagar, bro, and Van Halen.
Dude, I like Van Hagar, but it ain't nothing over David Lee Roth. David Lee Roth is like, dude, you look at the cross and you like some people look at Jesus Christ. I look at Dave with holding that shot up on the cross with the fucking, with the
imagine
hanging, like,
think about this, Mark.
Cheering us, bro, as rock fans.
How do you think it felt to be David Lee Roth in the prime, man? Like you think like it was probably like a million suns exploding.
Robert Plant and go like, this fucking dude, right? Like, but there was nothing like the next level is like when you're watching this dude, he's with the antics and stuff. And then when I went to see him, it was like, you might be all thought it was goofy, but he used to have a fucking, I told you, we did this 20 times. The surfboard, the boxing ring, the zoot suit, set up with the fucking thing, with the poles and the light at night, with the cigarette and the whole glass of wine. The fucking timpani drums, his show was power-packed with shit. And it's like, people go to see Pink, it's probably the same thing. She probably does all these fucking aerial things and shit Dave was doing. It's kind of like that. I know, like, she does a lot of shit, and the kids probably dig that.
Ooh,
but he was doing a lot of that. And then he busted in 6 Van Halen songs, and you were done, bro. I mean, it got a little cornier as it went on, but the first show, Roth with Vi and them, blow your mind. They opened up and I'm on Fire, like the last song on the first Van Halen record. Blew your mind. You're like, oh my God, it took you a minute to catch up to fucking what you were hearing. You're like, oh my God, this is bang it. You're like, oh my God.
What did you think?
It just couldn't settle. It was just like a fucking until the next thing, it's just Steve Vai's playing fucking Ain't Talking About Love. And you're like, oh, this is great.
Gene Simmons found Van Halen.
Yeah.
And he tried to make him do dual guitars.
Oh,
to
have
album.
A second guy?
And then no. Eddie instead of just having, how Eddie does a guitar on one side, bass on the other.
Yeah. He
wanted Eddie to have dual guitaring. And Eddie's like, no, that's not how we do it.
How are we gonna play that live?
That's what they're saying, bro. It's
like Rage. You ever hear some Rage where you're like, what's Morello gonna do here? Because there's some double tracking on some of the Rage, and Morello's got to pick like what he's got to surface into.
But he's not doing like a rhythm side and a lead side, bro.
No, you get Eddie pulling off like technique. Everything's a fucking technique to the rhythm, dude. It's fucking great. And even watching dudes play Van Halen.
What is this thing I saw, bro? I don't know if it was a troll or whatnot, man. They're saying that that Led Zeppelin's gonna do a tour again this year. That's troll, right?
I don't know. I don't think they're up there nothing. Was Jimmy Page? Didn't your boy, that Mark guy that was on the podcast, just put that he released, I guess the Black Crowes released that Black Crowes Jimmy Page record of some sort. Maybe remastered that. Mark Alden Taylor put that up.
Let me see.
So I don't know what Jimmy Page and them are doing. Robert Plant does still perform with his little solo side act. So
it says there's rumors.
Yeah, you never know, man. I mean, if they do it, it'll be the last fucking.
There's no official confirmation. There's supposed to be rumors of a 21 city tour.
That's fucking.
You know how much money they would make, bro?
Was that on April 1st? Hope that was an April Fool's rumor you're looking at.
I hope not, man.
I saw Robert Plant live 3 times, and I saw Jimmy Page live once, and that's it, bro. And that was it. I saw Robert Plant and Cheap Trick, and I saw Robert Plant and Elena Miles.
Well, they're promoting that box set on the website.
Of Led Zeppelin has another box set?
A Super Deluxe Edition box set.
What next? I gotta get one of their records on companion disc.
You got a 2 CD, 4 LP, 3 DVD.
Anything extra new? Like David Lee Roth just put out a box set. I'm gonna fucking get it, but there's no new songs. It's just everything remastered.
It says live from Madison Square Garden '73, 15 tracks remastered.
That's like Song remains the same.
What is a DVD of an entire album in Dolby?
That's cool.
DVD of the
Out
original
already?
film. The song remains the same.
Yeah. Is it out already? Oh, not out yet.
Nah, you got. Well, you got a. Yeah, I think it's ordered now. Yeah. Mark got it. Mark Alden Taylor.
All right, I'll look it up. Look it up on YouTube. And the movie's out, so they probably released that with the movie.
They got a 2 CD fucking version too.
Yeah, I gotta watch that movie. Something else I'm looking. Oh, I want to see that movie. Who's playing that movie where the dude catches up with what's going on in Pressure Luck, and he scams the game? He doesn't scam it. He just knows the time the press stop. Pressure Luck.
Oh,
You
Jesus.
know that movie? What movie is that?
Scribble. Look at this scribble.
What?
Now, do we even touch
Really
that?
young. This chick's really young. It's not 14 though, bro.
Man. Scribble's throwing out haymakers, bro. He's usually pulling off a Mike Tyson. Now he just threw out a haymaker at us.
That's an haymaker. Jimmy Page could come back and go, "Do you get any pussy?"
Bro. Did the WNBA friggin' did they strike yet?
For what?
Remember how that Risa, whatever that chick, what
I
the
don't
hell?
know I don't know what you read. I don't.
She's
know.
trying. She says that they should strike because they're supposed to make as much money as like Steph Curry.
I don't know, dude. They
want Steph Curry money.
That draft is like next week, though. I don't think there's anything. Draft's next week, and Kate Beckers is going number 1. This girl from Connecticut.
And what's going on with no news from all I hear is the hate news of Caitlin Clark, bro. I don't see any nothing positive.
No, she was dope baller, bro. Year 2 coming up. Liberty won a championship. It ain't all about her. It's about the Liberty. What's up? Fuck that.
Bro, I saw a video of fucking Michael Jordan's son getting locked up. Bro,
Yeah, bro.
he took his fucking car over a train tracks and he's over here like, you know, like fucking I need to get this car, but like let's all 3-4 of us push. He's like, I'm Michael Jordan's son. It's like, bro, you're smashed, dog.
I don't like when you name drop, you're done.
You know, it's like
It's
you,
like Nick Hogan. My father.
oh yeah.
Like all that.
It's like, yeah, your pops, not you. What we got for the first time ever? I'm watching basketball in the regular high school. Would be Scribble man, you're about to get your rap card taken away.
Who you watching, bro? Who you watching? What do you watch? LA, the Warriors?
Of course,
I don't
Mark.
know.
What do you
There's fucking 4
no,
LA dudes.
no. All these,
I don't know
all
if he's
these,
watching the WNBA or if he's
all
watching.
these
Sounds
LA
like
dudes are Lakers.
Plus, he might be really not into sports and think he's watching basketball, and it's like, no, that's some other sport.
He's watching how many times LeBron James falls down and cries uncle.
On a fucking.
That's what he's watching, dude.
Dribble, who's your team? What's up? Knicks, bro. So what's
You know
up?
he's
over
not
here?
gonna say that. I'm going Lakers, baby, Lakers. Like you fucking. What is that?
Lakers
Purple and gold.
1980. I had a weird like Lakers 80 to 90, and that was really where I left.
Fucking. I like watching
Got
my.
AIDS and left, and I was right.
I like watching LeBron James fucking fall. And
I always like the Knicks though.
You ever see when they knock Caitlin Clark down, bro? How quick she gets back up to play ball? And LeBron James is on the floor fucking having a seizure? Come on, dude. Did you ever see Michael Jordan fucking go on the floor and have a seizure? No, he got right back up and got in your face.
It's a good thing on the Celtics on HBO. It's been on 6-7 part series of fucking.
Been watching how horrible LeBron's call. He's
He ain't no
watching
good,
Baby
bro.
B.
He ain't no good, bro. There's a lot better players than LeBron's
He's
kid.
watching Baby B, bro. Baby
Yo, the
LeBron.
Denver Nuggets just fired the GM and the head coach in the middle of the season. That's
Why?
crazy. Probably ain't fucking.
Imagine that, bro. You get fired in the middle of the
They
season.
won 2 years ago too. They won the ring. I think their coach left. They won 2 or 3 years ago. Celtics won last year. I think Denver won the year before, maybe.
Not even sure, bro. I have.
Yeah.
Well, scribbles out. Hey, I like the Lakers, but never forget Larry Bird is the. Ooh, he's throwing out the B word.
Larry was good.
You ever saw how Larry used to fucking shoot?
Larry
And
good.
everybody
I
started
love
mimicking
Larry,
his shot?
Magic, and dude, I don't know. He put the fourth player in there. I could think Larry,
Isaiah.
Yeah, you could put him in. Direction. Yeah, maybe a lot. You know,
there's too many heavy hitters in the 80s and 90s.
But dominate.
Even the Dream.
Like pre-Jordan, like right there.
But even the Dream Team, bro, still didn't have enough fucking. You know, like still there's still people that deserve to be on that team.
But 1980, when them two dudes came in the league, though, yeah, it took a few years until you got to your Jordans and your Ewings and your Olajurans and Clyde Drexels. But
or as us non-Knick fans call him, Patrick Pewing instead of Ewing.
He had a good career.
Because he used to get his fucking shots. Pew pew.
He was nasty, bro. Patrick was.
No, Ewing was crazy, man. But yo, he was just in the like a lot of those guys, bro. They were just at their peak when Jordan was at his peak, bro. It wasn't fair for them.
Just didn't win that big game. That game against the Rockets.
Oh yeah,
that like I could understand losing to the Spurs. That Rocket year.
That was his only time.
The Nets had a year they couldn't beat the fucking Lakers and whoever.
I thought it was Orlando.
No, the Nets in 2000 or 99, right? With Jason Kidd and them, they like this close.
Oh, Denver ain't bad. He likes the Nuggets.
They fired those dudes, bro. They got interim coaches going right now. But that guy's like the best center in the world. That fucking big dude from the other country.
Who's that dude that LeBron got on his team, bro? The big white dude.
Luka. They got they'll look all right some nights. They got other teams around them, or guys that are better on that team.
Now, let's just put it straight out there. Who's better? Steph Curry or LeBron James?
I like Steph Curry better, bro.
I'm just saying, not just because not who you think is not whose attitude is better.
LeBron come right up the middle and still slam the ball down and throw it. But Steph is still fucking hitting threes.
Steph will just fucking throw a fucking full court shot every time and get threes.
Full, but you know what I mean. Pretty, he matches it up right though. He works to do it. It ain't like he. So that's the other thing. You don't just throw it up. He works to do it and fucking gets him off his foot and still keeps his pivot foot. Fake you. It does a bunch of things to fucking get open, bro.
Luka's the best.
And then he trails. He's coming up the court, but that trailer to fucking LeBron. He comes up to the basket like he's gonna lay it, and he just throws it behind himself, and LeBron just throws bang.
Yo,
it's pretty nasty, dude.
Switch it up one more time before we get out of here. What do you think about the 5 years that fucking this dude got? Fucking the MMA fighter.
5 years for what?
For fucking shooting at the dude who molested his kid.
Oh, what was this? Didn't hear anything.
Cain Velasquez.
So
they finally they gave him 5 years.
He shot. Did he kill the guy?
No, he shot the dude's father by mistake.
Wow, he killed that guy?
No, shot him in the arm.
So
he
molested his kid and he shot the dude's father.
Yeah,
a mistake. And how long he got? 5 years.
He's already done 3. He's gonna get time served.
How
he
old
probably has to do like 1. His kid
was like an infant, or it was like
in between 5 and 9 or some shit like that. 5 and 10.
Not that cares, but situation like what?
Nah. Curry's 3-point god. Yeah. Came by
3-pointers.
And then moving him to like one of these like maximum security prisons. Like, bro, you trying to make an example out of this dude who fucking should be fucking put on a pedestal, man?
Yeah, don't be fucking molesting kids, bro. Somebody will kill you. Sucks. You gotta go to jail for that.
And the guy's still out.
We talk about that all the time. That classic dude on the phone. Then fucking runs over and shoots that dude in the head on his way to court.
Who?
You see that?
Oh.
1984, 85,
yeah.
maybe. Some weird that got caught on videotape. Catching a guy, bringing a guy to court or somewhere. And a dude on a payphone. There's like 3 payphones there. Dude with a fucking baseball hat on. I
remember that.
Fucking wild.
Imagine that, bro. Imagine that.
Footage like you ever see in your life.
Mark, you're standing next to a fucking payphone, right? And you think the hat's got you all incognito and shit. A hat.
It's 1983. Hey, he's lucky he might have just sprang the collar up on that Izod. Yeah,
Nobody thinks about like, hey, what's this suspicious guy over here fucking covering his face up? Nah, man, it's 80s cool.
You gotta watch people sometimes too. That you don't even know that somebody's about to do something. Sometimes it looks like that.
Oof. But Marky B, man, my back is killing me right now.
Yeah, you gotta get some lidocaine on that motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
You got a patch? Do you know these patches you could go buy at Walgreens?
I don't know.
You've been down that aisle. Have you walked the aisle? Like Ric Flair said?
Nah,
You gotta walk that aisle.
I bought some of that fucking. I got some of that shit on that put on my back, man. But I think I got a weak one, bro. Because it's
you got
not.
a patch you can put on your back of fucking lidocaine or whatever, right? Or you'll see them. Go down that aisle. It's all the back stuff. Where I bought my gloves, those fucking the copper fit gloves you told me about that I bought. They got shit for your fucking back, bro.
Everybody knew it was CIA, bro. CIA does it all. They do your taxes. They take care of you.
Was the shooter and who was what? We need this extracurricular minute here. Wait, what does that all appear to us, and what actually happened?
CIA, from what it says, man, CIA did it. The other guy was just a fucking pawn.
Really, Harvey Oswald was a pawn, or really Harvey Oswald was paid?
He's a pawn.
So he didn't shoot nobody.
No. The Russians said that. The Russians even said it though. They were like, when he was over here, his shot was the worst shot we ever saw in our life. So he would never have hit the president. They were like, he sucked. Because he was married to a Russian chick, Lee Harvey Oswald.
Okay.
And he used to go over to Russia and shit. And they were like,
no way this dude could have even like been involved in shooting somebody.
They couldn't shoot shit.
So what are we watching when we see this footage on this Kennedy footage?
Somebody's saying that the fucking driver turned around and shot him in the face.
That. It looks like that.
Yeah.
What was said though? This said it was.
I got multiple hit teams.
That he's like putting his head back or something because he already got shot.
They got multiple teams shot at him.
Yeah, that's why.
Scribbles is saying. Multiples.
And it's pretty well captured, right? For 1960.
Oh, hell yeah.
7 or 63? What year
they must have had Steven Spielberg's fucking father fucking recording that shit.
Now, was that a dude's home movie?
Yeah. The dude's a little cranker.
But isn't something else news footage?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Maybe, yeah.
So there's multiple,
Could be edited. You never know, man. They edit that shit.
No, but so then you had the other dude got shot almost on camera too.
Well, Robert got shot dead on camera too.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Oh yeah.
He gets shot in between like the press conference, right?
Yeah, they were bringing him out to go back to the car or some shit.
What's his name? Rosie Gray was on the scene of the other guy, right? Kennedy, the other Kennedy, the one you were just gonna say?
Robert Kennedy, yeah.
Yeah.
They got him all. They got him fucking Malcolm X and Martin Luther King style, bro, just doing a speech.
Look, man, we ain't the other country that has that going on because I told you there was a kid in Japan in like the 59 that ran with a long thing like this that you didn't even see. Put it in slow motion. He jabbed it through this big fat leader.
Ninja Gaiden style.
Pulled it out and he ran at the guy and pulled it out of his jacket and stuck it in him. And like threw it inside the guy. It was fucking crazy.
Dude, you say that, bro. All I think about is Ninja Gaiden in my.
Oh, it blows your mind. And it's like really good footage of this too. Like you can't believe it's 1959, 60 or whatever.
Guy who shot Lee Harvey Oswald was part of the MK Ultra, the CIA's mind control program from 50s to 60s. So they probably walked past her and went, banana split.
Everybody's dying from that era too, as the time marches on.
Yeah.
I'm 55 and I'm born in 1970. Yet this is only stuff we've been told, we don't, this is not on our hands. So
yeah,
some weird like stuff right before you're
walking
born.
Right past you, bro.
What was I, a Watergate kid? And you're calling me what?
So if I whisper,
you're born in 70, what are we?
If I whisper banana split to you, Mark, are you gonna fucking go do some CIA shit?
Nah, man, I'm gonna fucking think it's some stoner thing and go
like banana split.
Banana splits
with almonds and hot fudge.
The banana splits were on TV when I was young. Who was that?
I remember the Boogaloos. You remember the Boogaloos?
Yeah, weren't that something to do on TV? I don't know. Yeah,
I remember the Boogaloos
from when we were little. When I look at stuff like even the New Zoo Review and all these weird things. So I'm like, so hip.
Zoobily Zoo?
New Zoo Review.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
Never saw
Zoobily
that?
Zoo.
Look up the New Zoo Review and look up the there's these two lesbian ladies that used to bug out with a fucking acoustic guitar on Channel 11. I can't think of what their names were. The Magic Garden. You never watched the Magic Garden? I heard of the Magic
that was way
Garden?
before
Oh,
me.
you have to.
Remember, I was 77.
This is prior to like, this was early in the morning, so this is prior to like Great Space Coaster.
I remember from like 81.
Do you ever remember Great Space Coaster?
I remember that. I couldn't watch that.
All right. So that was before the other shit I was talking about before that.
Man, Scribble's still getting on. We're going on TV shows. Over 262 deaths connected to JFK assassination. Columnists, authors, reporters. Everybody's getting hit, bro.
Like after the fact? That's great. That's a lot of people.
I mean, you gotta cut up. You gotta tie up loose ends. You know, you gotta tie up those loose ends, man. It is what it is. But Marky B, my back is killing me, so I gotta get out of this chair and go put some lidocaine on it. You know what I'm saying?
Lidocaine is insane.
But yeah, man.
Good.
Marky B, you got anything coming up? Anything to tell these young cats out there?
I'll just enjoy.
Anything for them to listen to?
I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to go to maybe this Aristocrat show. I see Buckethead coming and playing inside of us in a week or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, nothing. I'm trying to work a show. What about you? Any shows?
Me, no, man.
I
gotta do that rehab thing, man. I gotta do a rehab thing.
Yeah, you do got
a couple weeks.
Yeah, so we can go see what do you call it in August? We'll go see System. Come on.
Oh Jesus.
Come on. You know chickens will not sell out and it'll be cheaper.
Chicken soup. I wish I would have saw the Deftones though. That was in Madison Square Garden. That looked pretty good.
They played?
Yeah, they played the Garden, sold it out.
Yeah, there's been a few little things. I don't know, nothing crazy concert news, right, this year yet?
No.
I didn't hear anything.
Nothing.
All right.
But you know what, guys? Make sure you like, subscribe, everything. Fun and Dungeon Podcast on Fun and Dungeon TV. And another thing, as to say it again, man. Shout out to Kevin Castle, Kevin Scondato, R.I.P. You will be missed, my friend. Mondays and Thursdays will not be the same, bro, on my podcasting listing, man. Not the same at all, man. R.I.P. Kevin Scondato. And we will see you guys next week, man. Deuces, and may the force be with you and all in between. Don't go crazy when you're drinking your lean, driving your fucking straight machine down the highway. Check it. Boom. Scribbles the man. Dropping stop in his hand. Deuces!